I grew up in Munich, Germany, and I've been to Oktoberfest, the world's largest beer festival, more times than I can count. First as a kid, where I ate candy, apples and schnitzel sandwiches and rode the Wild Mouse rollercoaster until I was green in the face, and later as a teen, when I skipped school to drink liters of beer with my friends. During Oktoberfest, the city gets packed and there are drunk people everywhere, and all the time. The drunken debauchery often leads to fights, aggressive behavior, and Berleichen, so-called beer corpses, which is what locals call the many passed-out drunks lying on the hill behind the tents. There are endless lines, and the tents are packed beyond belief. Locals make their table reservations for the tents around a year in advance sometimes, and even then it's tough. But for tourists, it can be tougher to get inside the most coveted tents. Savvy tourists get to the tents around the opening hour of 10 a.m. in order to snag a table, and then they often stay until the tents close, leaving little time to explore any other parts of the city. During the festival, everything costs about double what it should. Expect to pay upwards up €10 for a single beer, normally it's half that. Flights cost far more than they should, and hotel rooms can be tough to snag then too. Both visitors and locals dress up in beautiful traditional attire for the festival. You will definitely feel out of place in case you dress up in regular clothes. Even children rock with the frocks as well. Furthermore, you will need some cute photos that will remind you of the big festival. Do whatever thing to get yourself a traditional garment, it is fun, it is relatively inexpensive. In general, the German beer is very strong, and during this traditional German bash, the beer served is stronger. Once you walk into a tent, you have to drink beer. You will not be able to nurse your beer, because the wenches will hand you more drinks even before you finish with the one in your hand. If the people in your table are drinking very fast, then you are expected to keep up. Beer comes in rounds for each one at the table. The truth is that each tent has its own character, decor, vibe, reputation, and different beer. You can choose a tent based on the beer or the atmosphere. The most well-known tent is Hofbrau, and you might be super delighted to visit it. Hofbrau tent is usually packed with tourists and is known to be notorious. For this reason, locals tend to keep off in spite of it being the most popular abroad. If you don't plan on beer drinking, do not enter a tent because you will be kicked out. You can simply roam around the grounds taking your favorite alcohol at your own pace. Cards are a no-go at the event. The lineups are extremely horrendous, and when you use the cash machines on sites, you be ready to get charged extra euros. Bring as much cash as you are willing to spend. Tipping is not a must, but it's worth it for the beer wench to pay more attention to you and offer you speedy service. What most people do is to give a huge tip while starting to ensure that the wench comes back to their table more frequently. Expect to make long queues every time you want to use the bathroom. Peeing will be inevitable now that everyone is chugging mass amounts of alcohol. There is nothing worse than having the feeling to free your bladder, dash to WCs, and find a lineup. Prepare to dance. I'm about to wet myself with a bunch of people who poorly time bodily functions. At some point, some people are discouraged by the long lineups and may get tempted to urinate in public, mostly behind tents. If caught, you will pay a huge fine. Big backpackers are usually not allowed at the festival. Pack light to avoid losing your valuables. Gents put phones and cash in their lederhosen pockets, whilst ladies put their cash and phones in a small purse. You will have alcohol spilled on you, and you will spill alcohol on someone while dancing, singing together with the Oktoberfest bands, and having fun with German folk music. The tables will be in a mess, and you will end up regretting if you carry your valuable items. You will come into contact with millions of people plus share drinks, foods, and occasional kisses. Getting sick is almost inevitable because of the gross breeding for germs. To be vigilant, take vitamins. These days, it seems some Oktoberfest revelers are even thinking twice before they link arms to sway to the music with the woman sitting next to them. Many visitors, however, still see the festival's relaxed atmosphere as an opportunity for outrageous flirting. You might lose your friends in the crowd, drink a little too much, and spend more money than you planned, but you will have the best time of your life. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, I would love to hear your comments and ideas below. If you have enjoyed today's video, please to subscribe to Bright Style and remember to click the like button. Stay with us and have a great day.